This week's topic is back to the Nazis and their rise to power in Germany. I have chosen to discuss one book and two scholarly articles from the Project Muse database. The first is an article by David Bathrick entitled Making a National Family with the Radio, the Nazi Wunschkonzert. In it, Bathrick looks at a popular radio program that the Nazis ran in Germany from 1933 to 1945. Wunschkonzert is literally translated wish concert, but a more accurate translation is concert by request. People could send in a donation to help the poor and have their requests played. The music was a mixture of popular and classical works played by orchestras and popular musicians. Once the war began, the emphasis became requests by families with soldiers at the front. The article also talks about a 1940 German film of the same name that was a light-hearted movie about the radio show. Bathrick's point is that these seemingly innocuous means of entertainment were actually masterstrokes of propaganda by the Nazis. These programs helped to create the people's community, the Volksgemeinschaft, which we talked about in a previous video. Because what these would do would be to, quote, bring them together into a feel-good version of the Reich as a national family, unquote. The second is a book edited by Robert Gellately and Nathan Stoltzfus called Social Outsiders in Nazi Germany. This is quite a comprehensive book dealing with all the groups that were marginalized, ostracized, and exterminated by the Nazis. A number of different authors contributed chapters that deal with, of course, the Nazis' Jewish holocaust, but also other groups that they went after, such as the disabled, the gypsies, and homosexuals, just to name a few. The various chapters outline how the Nazis began and then implemented the persecution and the murder of the people in these groups. Each author is an historical scholar in his own right, and the book is well documented with both primary and secondary sources. The last is an article entitled Books Are Weapons: Wartime Responses to the Nazi Book Fires of 1933 by Matthew Fishburne. Fishburne's point is that while the Nazis used book burning for propaganda purposes of their own, the fact that they destroyed books gave the Allies a tool for propaganda that they used then against the Nazis. While Joseph Goebbels spoke of ridding the Reich of defeatist non-German books, the Allies, particularly the United States Office of Wartime Information, began a campaign called Books Are Weapons in the War of Ideas. This is another well-researched article with good primary sources.